Welcome to Qigong by Aortic, sponsored by Aortic Hope. And I'm Kevin Songer. And let's start shaking it out. Start shaking it out tonight. Any kind of stagnation that you have in your body from a rough day or a rough week or a rough year or a rough life, let's just shake it out and smile while we're shaking it out because, you know, you can't hold ill feelings and stagnation and depression when you smile. So let's shake it out and smile. Shake your hands, move your hands in spirals. We talked last week about spirals being one of nature's greatest creations. They're energy gates. We can just shake all that stagnation out. This is called a purging exercise. So we are moving all this stagnant energy, stagnant chi, stagnant emotions that we have, and we're just shaking it off. Now, fling it off your arms. Just fling it off your arms, get it out of your body, and take a deep belly breath. Last week, we were talking about diaphragmatic breathing and belly breathing. So tonight, I want you to inhale and let your belly expand, just like you breathed when you were a baby. Inhale, let your belly expand. Exhale, pull that belly back in. Inhale, deep breath. Let your belly expand and smile. Exhale, pull that belly back in towards your spine. Again, inhale through the nose, belly expand. Exhale, slowly blow out your mouth. Belly come back towards the spine. Let's do it 3 more times. Inhale, belly expand. Inhale through the nose. Exhale, belly contract back towards the spine. 2 more times. Inhale through the nose. Exhale out the mouth. Inhale, belly expand through the nose. Purge your breath. Purge all that stagnation out of your body. Blow out through your mouth. Okay, we're going to start with a foot exercise tonight. You know, one of the things I talked about last week with Qigong is moving your arms, but also moving our feet. After my dissection, I had a hard time getting back into moving my arms and moving my feet. So this is a really good exercise, and I find that a lot of seniors have a difficult time doing it, but you want to raise your foot up on the ball of your feet, your toes, and make a circle with your foot. Let's just go clockwise 9 times. Big circle. Keep your toes and the ball of your feet on the floor and make that circle. Make it flow so smooth, just like a river, crystal clear river. All right, let's switch directions and do 9 times counterclockwise with the right foot. Toes on the floor, heel up. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Foot back down to the ground. Take a deep breath and feel the chi moving through your feet and your legs. That's actually a little bit difficult, and you can really feel the fascia and the tendons being stretched when you do that. Okay, let's go to the left foot. Toes on the ground, heel up. Clockwise, let's make a circle with the heel. 1, 2, 3, 4. If your leg starts to cramp, put your foot back on the ground. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back down. Take a deep belly breath. Exhale. Belly goes in towards the spine. Heel up. Now let's do it the opposite direction, counterclockwise 9 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Back down to the ground, heel on the ground. Not only does this stretch the fascia tendons and exercise the muscles, it opens up the meridians in your legs, and it also makes a very good brain foot connection. You've always heard of eye hand coordination, but the brain foot connection is very important as we recover from dissection and as we recover from any chronic illness, especially if we've had surgery, and as we age. So, keeping that brain foot connection not only helps us keep our balance, but it will help us prevent from falling. And this is a really good exercise that I would encourage you to try to do on a daily basis. And it might be a little bit lumpy at first on your circles, but as you practice, you'll be very smooth. So tonight we're going to mostly do seated Qigong, but we're going to do one fun standing Qigong. So if you are capable of standing up, then just go ahead and just stand up out of your chair. And we want to put our feet shoulder width apart and our hands on our knees. We're going to do what I call hip circles. And it's kind of like belly dancing, but we want to kind of tuck in our chin, push back our hips, and then make a big circle clockwise. Now, smile when you're doing this, just like you're belly dancing almost. Big circles. And you can feel your hips just loosening up. All right, put your hands down on your knees if you can. And let's make those circles. Smile while you're doing it. Now let's go back the other direction. Big circles counterclockwise. You can feel your spinal cord opening up. And this is really good for the opening in the sides of the spine too, and the hips. And it's certainly a good workout for your thigh muscles. Okay, come back to center and let's go back to the chair. Take a deep breath. That exercise will really work you out. I mean, I've been doing Qigong most of the afternoon, so I feel like I was pretty loose, but I could still feel that the hip circles really do work all parts of your body. And if you have any stagnant chi or meridians that are blocked, especially from the knees up to the shoulders, then hip circles will really help loosen up any stagnation and get that chi, especially the lower dantian or lower abdominal chi flowing. So those are the hip circles. Now, last week we also talked about the three areas, energy gates in our body. There's the upper dantian, there's the middle dantian. Upper dantian is right here between our eyes, almost in the third eye point. The middle dantian is in our heart area. And then the lower dantian is also called the Sia Chi. And that's where most of our chi, which last week we talked about chi being energy. Most of our vital energy is stored in our abdomen area. And that's why the diaphragmatic belly breathing is so important. So let's do an exercise now that opens up the lungs and the lung meridians that run from just under the clavicle down the arm to the thumb. So we're going to, if we've got, this exercise is really good for lung stagnation. If you have a lot of phlegm in your lungs, then this is a good way to open up your lungs. It's called spinal cord breathing. It also will move chi up your spine and then throughout your body. So we're going to make really light fists, and this is another purging exercise. We're going to try to get the stagnation out of our bodies, especially our lungs. So we're going to make light fists like we're holding a baby bird, and we're going to arch our back. We call this way back exercise in high school football. Arch our back and tuck our chin in a little bit. Now exhale, we come forward, bring our elbows together, and tuck our chin in and curve our back. Inhale, arms go back, hold those baby bird holding fists and stretch about 70%. Don't go too far. Sometimes your shoulders can hurt. Exhale, come back, elbows together, chin tucks in. Let's do it again. Inhale, lungs expand, chest expands, the lung meridian expands in our arm. Exhale, come back in. Now, let's come back to center. There's a really important concept to get here, the relationship between breathing and movement. I always like to think of my breath. The inhale is during an expansion, which just makes sense because your lungs are opening up, you're going to have more air capacity. And then exhale as you contract and come back together. However, the ultimate rule for Qigong, in my opinion, is whatever works best for you. And I think this is the breathing movement combination. And this is a very important point that we're going to carry on into future Qigong sessions, is that you develop your own personal style of relating breath to movement. The key is that to acknowledge, to look at, and to understand there is a relationship to the inhale and the movements. So you will, over time, it comes with practice, you will develop your own pattern of breathing. But as a general rule, and it doesn't happen for me all the time, but when I expand, then I inhale. And when I contract, I exhale. So let's do 3 more spinal cord breathing. Make the light fist with the baby birds. Back and inhale. Take a deep breath and hold that stretch back. Now, before we exhale and curve back down, let's turn to the right. Just hold it there for a minute. Come back to center. Exhale. To the left. Inhale, come back to center. And let's bring our elbows together and tuck our chin in. Inhale back. Turn to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Turn to the left. Come back to center. Elbows together, chin tucked in. And you can lower your head on down just as far as you feel comfortable. Don't push so far down that you can't get back up. All right, one more time. Inhale, arms go back to the right. Inhale, come back to center. Exhale to the left. Inhale, come back to center. And elbows together, tuck the chin in. This time we're going to go down. Roll your head back up and put your arms on your legs and take 3 deep purging belly breaths. In through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale out through the mouth. Shake your arms and just feel the energy, the chi flowing through your shoulders and your arms into your hands. Okay, come back to center. Just put your hands on your knees and notice how your body feels. Notice the energy flowing. We've really got that stagnation unstagnated tonight. So this next movement that I want to talk about is called protection cross. And I love this flow because what it does is it not only opens the lungs, and the massages the liver and the stomach, but it also opens the arm meridians and it establishes builds your Wei Qi, which is a belt of protection around you. So we're going to make a cross with our hands. Let's palms up, hold our hands in front of us, and then cross our hands, bring them up, reach up to the sky. Inhale, sweep down, exhale. Bring our arms back in front of us. Make that protection cross. We're shielding off disease and worry and anything, any negativity. Now let's open our palms as we sweep down. Bring our palms together. The loud gong points in the center of our palms facing each other. Make that protection cross up in front of our head. Arch our hands, sweep our hands up to gather heavenly chi, down to gather earthly chi, and bring all the fresh chi into our body. We've got so much room in our body because we've just purged out all of the stagnant chi through the purging exercises we've done, spinal cord breathing and shaking. Let's do it again. Make that protection cross up, gather sky, heavenly chi, swoop down, gather earthly chi, bring it up into our body. Let's do it 3 more times. Exhale down, inhale up, tuck your chin in and smile. Welcome all the fresh chi into our body. 2 more times. Protection cross up, gather good energy, gather earth energy, back up. Last time, inhale up, exhale down. Come back to center. Good. Now we're going to do a seated version of the 8 brocades. I think we talked a little bit about the 8 brocades last time. The 8 brocades is a very ancient Qigong combination of flows and movements. And we're going to start off with sage holds up to heaven. So feet should be shoulder width apart, balls, your heels and balls of your feet firmly on the ground, your sit bones level on the chair. And we're going to interlace our fingers and raise our palms, spiral our palms up, and raise our hands toward the sky. Stretch straight up. We don't want to be bending over. We want to straight as we can. So stretch straight up. Spiral our hands down towards the earth. Come back down. Let's do it again. Inhale. Spiral our hands up. Exhale. Come back down. Last time, sage holds up to heaven. Inhale, up. Stretch, stretch those arm meridians. Smile, come back down. Wash that heavenly chi down into your lower abdominal, the lower dantian area. Okay, that was the first movement in 8 brocades. The second movement is called pull the bow, shoot the arrow. So we're going to make a cross with our hands, and with our left hand, we're going to hold the bow out, focusing on our index finger, and our right arm is going to elbow up, shoulders down, sweep back like we're pulling the string of a bow, and then let the bow go. Come back to center. Let's do the opposite side. Left hand goes out to the left like you're holding the bow. Right hand, elbows straight out, shoulders down, pull the string, shoot the arrow, come back to center. Now this next movement, the third movement, is called separating heaven and earth. And we're going to hold our palms up, raise our left hand up, and then turn the palm down about chin level. We're going to spiral our hands with our left hand pressed down towards the earth, and the right hand goes up, pressing up towards the heavens. And so we give it a push right in the center line of our body, separating heavens and the earth. Spiral back down. Right hand pushes palm face down, pushes towards the earth. Left hand pushes up towards the heaven. Press down. Come back to center. That is the third movement in 8 brocades. The fourth is called Wise Owl Looks Back. Spread your shoulders back. And we're going to put our hands on our knees, since this is a seated flow, and turn our head to the left as far as we can without hurting ourselves. 70% effort is good, but if you can, look over your shoulder. Wise owl looks back. Now, inhale, come back to center. Turn to the right. Look over your shoulder. Feel those tendons in your neck cavity and your shoulder cavity opening up. Twist back. Come back to center. Let's do it one more time. To the left. Good twist. Wise owl looks back. No telling what he or she sees. Come back to center and then take a deep breath. That was number 4 in 8 brocades. Number 5 is called Shake the Head and Wag the Tail. And we're going to make our feet a little bit wider than shoulder width apart. Take a deep breath, inhale, and swoop down to the left knee. Make a big arch over to the right knee. Come back, arch your back, look towards the sky, see the stars. Exhale down, other way. Up to the left, sweep up, look at the stars. Come back down to the left. Stop in the center. Roll your head up slowly and then your back, your spine. Take a deep belly breath and feel the chi flowing through your body. You know, seated Qigong can be a good workout too. All right, number 6 is a yin massage. We're going to bring our feet back to shoulder width apart. We're going to lift our hands, palms up behind our back. Touch the neck, sweep the hands down the back of the neck. Rub your upper shoulders and your neck just like you're stroking a kitty cat. Bring your hands down in front of your chest, down the sides of your legs. Feel that energy, the meridians opening up around the front of your feet, inside of your feet. Sweep back up to the inguinal area, the quad. Back up one more time. Behind your neck, sweep your hands down and pat that neck just like you're patting a kitty cat. Hands down the front of the chest. Let's go back around and rub the kidneys just a little bit. Massage those kidneys. Tell your kidneys that you love your kidneys. I love you, kidneys. Thank you for all you do. You know, in Qigong, some of the fundamental thought is that the kidneys hold the essence of life. So good to drink lots of water. Massage those kidneys. Now bring your hands down the side of your legs. Sweep down in front of your feet, inside of your feet. Back up, put your hands on your knees, and feel that chi just moving through your upper shoulders, the back of your body. Take a deep breath. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Okay, number 7 in 8 brocades is punching with focused fists. So we raise our hands palms up and make a light fist and pull them in to our side. Now imagine a target out in front of you, and with your right hand, you want to exhale as you slowly punch. Focus on that point and hold that fist out there. Inhale, pull your fist back in. Exhale through the mouth, other hand. This is another great purging exercise to release stress. Exhale, punch. Inhale, pull back in. One more time, left hand. Exhale, punch. Focus your eyes on your knuckles. Inhale, pull back in. Take a purging breath. Feel that chi moving through your body. Number 8 of 8 brocades is called bubbling springs. And when you're standing, doing the 8 brocades in the standing format, this is a lot more difficult. But what you want to do is lift your heels up off the floor. You may feel your hamstrings tighten a little bit. And if they do, then lower your posture. But we want to bounce the heels of our feet, just lightly touching the floor with our heels. And you can feel that stretch in your thigh muscles. Keep your heels up off the floor as you bounce, just lightly touching. You can alternate the bounces left and right. That opens the homolateral chi flow through your body from side to side, makes your brain think a little bit more harder than just both heels at the same time. So let's do it for 6 more seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, come back to center. Put your hands on your knees. Take a deep purging breath. Inhale through your nose. Belly expands. Exhale through your mouth. All right, I want to wrap this up tonight with a couple of thoughts for next time. We're going to talk next time about the 6 healing sounds of Qigong. Each of our yin organs, there's 5 yin organs, 5 main yin organs, has color associated with it and historical sound associated with it. So we'll talk about that next time. But I want to end tonight with a seated meditation pose that I love. And I love to do this at the gym when I'm on the exercise bike. And it's a really good meditative pose. It's called the tree pose. And I'm sure many of you may be familiar with it, but we're going to lift our hands, palms up, and we're going to open in a circle and then bring our hands slightly together, palms facing us, just like we're hugging a tree. And close your eyes and then just practice your belly breathing, your lower dantian breathing. Inhale through the nose. Exhale slowly through the mouth. When you inhale through the nose, touch the tip of your tongue to the upper bridge of your mouth, right behind your front teeth, upper front teeth. when I'm doing this, I can hear my mechanical St. Jude aortic valve just beating 60 beats per minute. That's what it stays at usually, unless it's kind of acting funky. But it's so quiet in this meditative pose that I say, thank you, heart, and thank you, St. Jude mechanical valve. Thank you, aorta. Again, inhale through your nose, exhale out your mouth. While we're doing this just for another minute, I want you to, if you have any questions, you can go ahead and submit your questions to Josh. We'll take questions. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Inhale through the nose, exhale through the mouth. Slowly lower your arms, and we're going to do one final flow. It's called the integrative flow. We're going to take all that chi that we've gathered, and there's a lot of room in our body for the stagnant chi that we have expelled. And the integrative flow, raise your right arm up and pull your palm facing your left side down, straight through the midline of your body. Left hand, inhale, goes up. Palm lines up with the midline of your body. This integrates all that chi into our body. Now take your hands, fold your hands together, and let's massage our belly in a clockwise position, infusing our lower dantian, the sea of chi, with all that fresh chi. All right, make your circle a little bit tighter. And as always, may you be blessed and filled with chi.
Thank you so much, Kevin. We do have some questions and comments. Right away,
Okay.
there's a bunch of thank yous. Nicole Blackburn says, I've never heard of Qigong. Learning something new every day. We love to hear that. We want to say hi to Karen and Terry, Nicole, Molly, Velda, Christina. Terry says, good thing we're sitting, otherwise I wouldn't be able to touch my toes. Christine says, my poor shoulders, I will feel them tomorrow.
Christine, so that's one of the great benefits that I found in Qigong. After my dissection, I was just sitting in my recliner, and I really, over the course of that first year, even this into the second year before I started really moving and doing Qigong, I noticed that I lost all kinds of upper body strength. And it really surprised me one day when my son came over to visit from out of town. He wanted to shoot the basketball, and I could not shoot the basketball, whereas before I used to be able to. So I really realized that inactivity of moving our arms up and our shoulders is really detrimental as we age to our bodies. So it's one thing, one of the big benefits that I've found in Qigong is a lot of the exercises, they move our arms and our shoulders. And next week, besides the 6 healing sounds, we're also going to talk about the 8 flows of qi, which involves a lot of arm movement. So, Christine, yes, you will feel your shoulders just loosening up, and you'll find more strength, and you'll find that your shoulders are not as stagnant as they used to be. So, good observation.
Right on. Velda says, thank you, Aortic Hope and Kevin. We love Velda. Karen says,
Thank you, Velda.
Karen says, I love that we can go back and watch this over and over. How long should someone do these first sets of movements? How many reps?
Oh, good question, Karen. It's important anytime you venture out on an exercise program to discuss what you can do with your doctor and have your doctor's clearance. I've always cleared with my cardiologist and my thoracic surgeon at Mayo Clinic almost everything I do with respect to Qigong. And so having that reassurance from your doctors, letting them know what you're doing is very important. Basically, Qigong is just simple movement exercises. However, again, it's always important to have a clearance from your doctors. So, what I would do, Karen, is talk to your doctor about it, and then whatever feels comfortable and good to your body. You don't want to push it too much to where you burn out with Qigong. However, I'll have to say this: once I started doing Qigong, and I was attracted to Qigong because it's very nature based, and I'm a outdoors person, a big nature nerd. So once I started doing Qigong and seeing its relationship to nature and animals and trees and different aspects of nature, I became. I mean, it was my place that I went to find solitude and to feel good. So I just wanted to do it more and more and more. Again, it's a personal thing. You can do as many exercises as your body and your feels good with, and your doctors say it's okay. Don't get burned out on it, but I never have found it. I've gotten burned out on. In fact, the more I do, the more I want to do, and the more my body responds. And I've developed a very intimate relationship with my body now. And that may sound strange, but it's true through Qigong because Qigong has taught me to love my body despite the challenges. It's taught me to love all my organs, and I even talk to my organs, and they smile back at me. So um, uh, do as much qigong as you want, and it's okay as it is okay with your doctors. And um, maybe you'll, like me, find that it's just a wonderful thing.
Okay, thank you. Um, Terry says, along with Karen's question, how many times a week should we do Qigong? So I think you just kind of answered that question.
I
Um,
do it daily.
Daily, okay, I like daily. Daily's good. Molly says, thank you, Kevin. This is a nice way to wind up the day,
Thank you, Molly.
right? Christina says, I have tendon damage more so on the left than right. You have any comments for that?
Yes. Uh-huh. Um, Depending on what kind of tendon damage you have. Okay, so when I started doing qigong, my left hip and my left shoulder, the tendons in those areas and the fascia were just locked up. I couldn't even move without screaming in pain. And uh, it's all about baby steps. Okay, we don't want to hurt ourselves when we do qigong, but we can isolate those areas where the damage is, and usually damage is impingement or stagnation. And if it's a tear, the more that we don't move it, the worse it's going to get. So I say motion is lotion, and we want to slowly start moving that area and getting removing the stagnation through that area. Now, let me back up just a minute. The first step is to attune ourselves to where the problem is, know in our body where that tendon damage is. And then we want to purge the stagnation, second step, out of that area. So there's some exercises that we can focus on to purge the stagnation. And once we get the chi, the energy flowing, the blood flowing, the chi flowing, the lymph flowing in that area, then slowly work on tonifying and growing the tendons and the muscles and the bones in that area. And then we just see benefits from there on out. And honestly, without Qigong, I think I would have been locked up all over my body because I was in a recliner. I had to learn to walk again after my dissection. Uh, but baby steps, just attune, figure out where the problem is, purge the stagnation out of it, tonify, grow your bones and your tendons and your fascia and your muscle, and a lot of self massage. I love self massage. Start the day off with self massage. Massage is so good because it removes stagnation and gets the chi flowing. And in future sessions, we can talk about good ways to do self massage. So that's my answer for the tendon issue.
Okay, right on. Thank you so much. That concludes our question and answer section. Do you have any parting thoughts?
May you be blessed and filled with chi.
All right, thanks a lot, everyone. We'll see you next week.